Okay, so today, as part of our work process, we will discuss about the background jobs, right? So we have the work process like dialogue, update, and queue. So we discussed it. So today we are going to discuss about the background jobs. So which means background work process, right? So dialogue work process will take the user request and will process the user request. So if users are unable to log in, the first thing which we have to check, the first part, the status of the dialogue work process. So what are the status of the dialogue work process? The dialogue work process are not available due to some reasons, then definitely user cannot log in from one session to another session, like one screen. So you cannot log in. So if you see, where can we check the dialogue work process status? MMC we can check, or we can also check in SM50 or SM66. We can check the status of the work process. So not only dialogue, we can also check the BTC update, all the status we can see here. I just logged in with this one, so work process number 3 allocated to me. So my request is running. So what I am running here, I am just checking the server information here, which means our server information work process status, it is running here. That is the reason. So my session is showing there, right? So at the same time, you can also see here. So updates also we discussed, right? We can also discuss about the updates and everything. So we completed the first three we completed. Now we are going to discuss about background work process, right? So background jobs are background work process. Why? Because why I call it as the background jobs means here, this BTC work process will handle the background jobs. In SAP, there is a mechanism. So, which means you no need to go every time should run the programs, run the reports. So normally what we have to do, developers will create the code, will create the programs and reports they will create in the SAP systems. So which transaction codes they will use to create the reports and everything. So normally to execute or to view the code, everything we can see in SA38 or SE38 transaction codes for the reports are programs execution or creation. We can see this is for the programs and reports for this one. So if you go here, so SA38 is the transaction code here. So then you can see here, if you type, suppose any one of the program, suppose here the programs are available here. A lot of programs are available here. So if you see here, so there are the programs. And also we can also check the in SE38, both are for the programs execution and reports. So sometimes we will get the request saying that to execute the programs, and to run the program, create the program, something like that. But creation will be taken care by the, why? Because it's a programs, coding, development. So which means our developers like above team will take care of that part. But the execution, sometimes we have to take care, or sometimes they will take care of the code execution, programs execution, report execution. So they will take care of the all these things, right? So in this case, we have to execute those things. We have to execute those things in the system. We have to execute those things in the programs and reports. We have to execute it. Suppose I want to execute the one program. I want to execute the variant, source code. So everything the developers knows, they will execute it. But sometimes what we have to do, they will develop the custom programs for monthly payrolls, monthly salaries, everything. They will develop it. They will develop it. So in this case, we have to execute the code and programs. We have to execute it. So instead of doing the manual execution through dialogue process, what we can do, suppose program. If you see here, the program. So what is this program? And what is the source code for this program? So code means they will return it. So this is the programs and codes. So this is the code. Actually, they will write these programs and everything. So it's not required for us to create programs and report. They will do that one. But sometimes they will ask us to create a job for this one. What this job will do, what does this job will do? So it will execute that programs, that commands automatically as per our timelines, whatever the timelines we set, as per the timelines, it system itself, it will execute it. No, you no need to go manually and execute the program here. Normally, if you want to execute, directly click on this button, this will execute, right? This will execute the programs and everything. This will execute it. You will get the results. So you no need to do this one multiple times, manual efforts. You no need to do this one. So if one time, if you set that, if you set that program, so as a job, or if you assign the timelines to that program, automatically system will take care of this job and everything. So job means set of actions, set of programs, it will execute automatically. You no need to go, means we as a basis team or developers, we no need to go manually, check the go to SE3838, execute the programs here. You no need to do that one. System will take care of that one. For that one, you need a one background job should be free. To run that job, one background work process should be free. To run background job, background it will run. You no need to do that one. To run that program execution, report execution, you no need to do. Means humans, like as a basis team, should go manually do that one. So one time if you said, automatically you will get the automatically system will take care of that one, which means system means in the system, the BTC, the background work process will take care of the job execution and everything. The background jobs will take care of the job execution and everything, that will take care of that one, right? So that is the thing the background work process will do. Sir, what is this job means? The we have to set one name for the job, one program, so that will execute it. Suppose monthly payrolls, monthly jobs. So monthly payrolls, weekly payrolls. So monthly payrolls. Suppose example, we will take the monthly salaries we will get right from the organization. How we are getting? Are they sending to, so any are they sending to the through bank account they are sending, or Google Pay they are sending? So through jobs, they will run the jobs, either the SAP jobs or non-SAP jobs or SAP payroll staff, whatever it may be. So they are executing, they are setting the job. So based upon the monthly, we will get the salaries, right? We will get the salaries. So how to do that one? How to do the job execution? Each job you require the one BTC work process. Each job you require the one BTC work process. Suppose the job execution. So jobs we have to create in SM36. SM36 we have to create the jobs. We have to schedule the jobs, or we have to create the jobs. Okay, we have to schedule the jobs. So then SM37 we can monitor it. SM37 we can monitor or cans, it kind of administration we can do, so now let's try to create the job. Now go to SM36 here, then so put the job name here, put the job name, suppose like, so salary, suppose monthly salary, like that job name we can put it out. So anything, any naming convention you could put, it's not a problem. Okay, job name is anything, salary. So what is the priority of this job? So priority we have to decide. Monthly payroll means it's a very high priority. So I can put it's a very high priority. So then job steps. Then you have to define the job steps. So job steps are very important here. Job steps. So job steps are three types. Job steps are three types. One is the ABAP program, external program, and external commands. There are the three types of job steps are there in the system. So either you can run the programs, above programs, means within the system the developers will create the programs, right? So you can run the program so by creating the job automatically, right? Either you can set the external programs also, external commands also you can run. External means outside of the SAP systems. Maybe operating system level commands, some scripts, you can execute it using this external programs and external commands, you can execute it. So these are the actions we can perform it automatically. You don't need to do the manual. For that one, so you need to set the one program here. Either you can set any program. So normally we will get the requirement from our development folks for programs. The programs always starts from the RS. So these are the normal valid programs. Suppose here you can see, just take anything, just take any program. So variant. So what is this variant means? Variant will control the program execution. Some programs does not have any variants actually. So that you no need to do that one. Just click on the save button. Okay, maybe this program cannot be set. Maybe we can take the another program. Another program we will take it. Okay, so I have set the program. So what I am doing here, this program should be executed automatically. For take example, this is the payroll program. All the bank accounts, all the instructions, everything set in this program, right? Everything set in this program. So this program should execute every monthly it should execute for employees for getting the salaries. So like that, I set one program I created. Then that is done. So now job is in the scheduled status, right? So now go to the startup conditions. Here, when you want to run the job, at what time you have to run the job? Either you want to run immediately, or you want to assign the date and time. You want to run the after the job, after event, during the operational mode. What do you want to do? Suppose I want to run the job immediately. These are the startup condition, job startup conditions. It's very important. These three are very important. Job startup conditions. Job startup conditions. So if you want to run immediately we can run. We want to assign some date and time. I want tomorrow or every month, every time. So I want to run this one. So immediately the job will run that during the time period. So after the event, some event is happening after the event, after the job, when you want to run this job, operational mode. Based on that, you can set the job startup conditions. One time you have to set it out. Suppose I want to start. So go to the periodic values here. I want to run hourly, daily, weekly, other period means I want to run this one every 2 minutes. Every 2 minutes, I want to run this job. Then I can set the 2 minutes, just OK button, save button. This is the save button, then save button. Then, so restrictions. What type of restrictions you want to put? You don't want to execute on the Saturdays and public holidays. Normally, salaries, it won't get the Sunday, Saturdays, public holidays, right? Then, so you can set here, or you no need to set it here. That is the optional actually. Okay, just click on the save button. Okay, so then you want to start immediately, but every 2 minutes the job should run. See here, just click on the save button. Then the job is released, which means every 2 minutes automatically this job will execute it. This job will execute it. So you can see the status actually scheduled. Job status of the job. So scheduled. Once you scheduled, when you assign the timelines, it's released. Then ready, active, finish, then cancelled status. You can see here. So I have created the job is released now. SM36 only for the creation. SM36, go to the SM37, check the job, whether the job is successfully finished or not. So you can see the job status, scheduled, released, ready, active, finished, cancelled. Just select that one, click on the execute button. You will see, yes, the job is released, which means the job is successfully finished. The job is successfully finished here. You can see the logs of the job. Select this job, just click on the job log. You see the Job started at 7:15. Immediately it's finished. Immediately it's finished, which means so automatically it's executed. So again, in the next 2 minutes, 7:17. Why? Because this job should run every 2 minutes. Again, 7:15, 7:17, 7:19. Automatically it will take care of the system itself. It will take care of the job execution. One time, if you said system itself, it will take care of the job execution. You no need to manually you no need to manually execute the anything here, right? Every month, every year, so every minute, every second, 5 minutes, every 10 seconds, so every step five, every 10 minutes, you no need to manually do anything here. System itself will take care of the automatic processing. See, let's wait for 2 more minutes. So then suppose if system time 7:17, then the job will execute now. The job will execute now. Yes, 7:17. So now the one more job, this job will execute now. So this job will be executed. Yes, right. You can see 7:17, the job executed. Like that, every 2 minutes, the job is executing here. You can see the spool log as well. If this job results we can find out from the here. Suppose if you want to print out, you can also get the printout as well for this one. That spool work process will do that one, right? So that now it's not required. But so now only, so just check the job is finished or not. So job is released. It will run every 2 minutes. Whatever the timelines we set, it is running every 2 minutes. The job is executing every 2 minutes. The job is executing now every 2 minutes, right? Just go to the here. Just click on the suppose I want to change the timelines. Go to the startup condition. I don't want to every 2 minutes now. Just one time enough. Then the job it won't run now. Every 2 minutes the job won't run. So that is the thing we have to do. If in case they don't want to every 2 minutes, they want to change it, then you have to go to the SM37. You need to change it. Now you want to delete the job, just click the here, then click on the delete button. If you want to print the job, you want to again reschedule the job, you want to cancel the active job, you want to check the status. So those things we can check. Those things we can perform from SM37. SM37 is the transaction code. Okay. When you are scheduling the job, you should require the job step. You should require the job step. How many types of job steps we have to set it out? Either the above program, external commands you can set. Job startup condition. Suppose you want to run the job immediately or after the day, after the time, after the event, you can schedule it. So you want to check the status, job status. If the job is scheduled status, you created the job, then that is the scheduled status. When you assign the timelines means suppose I want to run next day, tomorrow, every month, every year, that is the timelines. When you assign the timelines, that is in the released status. Then once the time is ready, then that is in the ready status. Immediately it will go to the active status. Active status means the current job is active, which means running status. The job is in the running status. Then after that, finish. Successfully completed, then finished. If it is the cancelled, job is cancelled due to some errors, some issues that we have to investigate it. Okay. So job creation, one more time, job creation, we have to do it from SM36. When you are doing job, so we have to execute from, so either SM36, we have to execute it. Go to SM36. Suppose I'm executing one more job, that is called the test one. I am executing here. Go to the job step. Which step you want to define? I want to step the external command here. Either you can also set the external commands or external programs also. You can check it out. External command, external programs also you can check it out. Suppose here I want to check the DB host check. I want to check it out. Then I will check it. I just informed here. Then what is the OS here? Here our database host is Linux, right? So we can check the Linux or any OS. So our target server. Our target server is SAP Linux 1. That is the our database host. Like that, I just put the some external commands here. Just click on the save button, right? Just go back. That's fine. It's done. So you just created the job. That is the reason your job is in the scheduled status. Now job is in the scheduled. Still you have not assigned the timelines. So when you want to run this job, that is the startup conditions. Go to the startup conditions. So I want to run the job. Maybe I will set the timelines here. Today only. Now what is the time? 7:22 now, right? What I can do here, 7:22. 7. I will set the timelines to the 7:22. So I will make it like 24 here. 7:24. My job should run next 2 minutes, right? Next 2 minutes. The timelines I can set it out. So everything we can set from here. Done. So you want to run anything like every month, every year. Suppose I want to run every weekly, my job should run it. Every weekly it should run. So which means you no need to do anything here. You no need to do anything here. Done. You can see here job is released now. So which means in the next 1 minute this job will run. Next 1 minute this job will run. So where can I monitor, sir, whether my job is successfully finished or not? So where can I check? So as soon as your batch work process is free, here in SM50, if you see your batch work process is free, then immediately your job will run. So here to run the background jobs, here the batch jobs should be free. The batch jobs should be free. Go to the SM37, then here you can check the status here. You can check the status here. See here how many jobs are running here. How many jobs are running here. But if you know the job name, just click the text one, just OK button. We have scheduled, right? Maybe you can check that one. Maybe if you can just remove the timelines. So you can check the status of the job. You can check the status of the job. We can check it out. Status of the job. We can check it out. What is this exactly? SM37. We can check it out. The job name and everything. So here, if you don't know job name, you can put star. You can put jar, which will pull the all the things here. Which will pull the all the jobs. Whatever we executed in the system, it will pull all the jobs. See here in the system, many jobs are executing. Many jobs are executing in the system. You can see all the jobs I pulled. There is no date I mentioned here. All the jobs are executed. Suppose the list is very big. I want to set the timelines here. Then if you want to filter with only job name, we can filter it out. So I want to only filter the job with only cancelled jobs. I want to know the cancelled jobs. So just you can uncheck all this button, check only cancelled one, put the user job name star. Suppose if you don't know the username, you can also put the star. Just click on the execute button. Then you will see the jobs here. You will see the jobs here. See here 724 we set it out. The job got failed. Our test one job got failed. So we'll see why it got failed. Failed means it got cancelled. So if you go to the here, then click on the job log, you see why it got failed. So some errors, you can see failed to start the external program, which means we don't have any RFC connections. So something, just we provided the inputs, just we provided the inputs and we executed. But really this command we have not created in the SM69, SM64 in the external commands, we have not created anything. That is the reason. That is the reason this program got failed. This program got failed in the here. So sometimes it happens in SM37. Sometimes the job will get failed due to some errors. That errors we need to correct it. So it is the failed due to some configuration. That configuration we need to set. It failed due to some program errors. Due to that program errors, syntax errors will be taken care by the our developers. See here, this job duration is the 3000 seconds, but delay 83,000 delay happened, which means so there are no free BTC work process. That is the reason the job got delayed. This CCMS Mon job got delayed. Why? Because when this job will get delayed, there are no free background work process. That time it will get delay. You can also check the reorg jobs. So this is also failed. We'll see the status. If you go to the here, click on the job log here due to the system shutdown. So when this job is running, we have stopped the system. That is the reason this job also get failed. We can also check this job log. Why this one? This is also failed due to system shutdown. So when we restarted the system, that time this job is running. So all the active jobs got cancelled status. So this is so you can see the logs here. I want to check the active jobs in the system now. Just select the only active. Just click on the OK button. There are no active jobs. I want to check all the finished jobs. Just select this one. Click on OK button. Then you will see all the jobs which are started from the 9/5 to till date. What are the jobs are there? All jobs are available here. All the jobs are available here. You can see all the jobs here. All the jobs are executing successfully. It's finishing successfully. Every day, every 1 hour, 2 hours, depends upon the schedule. These all are the standard jobs. These all are finishing, all are completing successfully, all these background jobs and everything, right? So you can also check the dumps. When this job is failed, are there any dumps? Yesterday we see 2 dumps. So those are the DB SQL error and system core dump that we checked yesterday, right? So like that, we need to check and fix the job errors. In SM21, did we see any errors? Something like that, which we can check it out. Are there any errors while the job is running? Why this job got failed? Like that, we need to investigate the system. You can see still this issue is there. So we need to fix why the text is showing like Thai characters. Maybe we need to do some investigation why it is running. See here. So our external command got failed. That error got recorded here. You can see that error got 724. That error got recorded here. So you can see what is the work process. It is assigned BTC work process. Client and user. All the information got recorded here. Which means so whatever is happening in the system, everything will be recorded in the system logs and above dumps, right? So this is the jobs. So jobs creation. So normally why we have to create the jobs? To run the programs every minute, every second, every 2 minutes, every month. If you want to run that, we can do the automatic by creating the one background job. You don't need to manually go ahead and during that time you don't need to execute it. If you create the one job, that job will take care of all these activities, right? So that is the thing job will do here, right? So and also at the same time, so that is the job creation. I want to cancel the jobs. I want to delete the jobs. I want to check the status. I want to change the status. Everything you can go to the SM37 and you can do that one. SM37, you can go ahead and you can create the job. You can delete the job. You can change the status. So all the kind of possibilities are there from the SM37. So that is the reason SM37 is for the administration. Administration means we can cancel, we can change, so maybe we can delete, so we can change the status to unscheduled, means release it to scheduled. So if you go to the scheduled status, then the job it won't run. If you release it, job will run as per the timelines. So those things we can perform from the SM37. This 36 is only for the creation, job creation. job creation can be performed using the SM36. So job creation, that is the job creation. So you understand, right, what is mean by job means. So to automatic few things within the system SAP server, we can create the one background job. That background job is required the one background work process. To run the job, you need one BTC work process you required, one batch work process you required. So that batch work process will help to run this job. Why we have to run this job means few programs, few commands. So to automatic, which means you no need to manually go. One time if you said automatically system will take care of the everything. You no need to manually execute. The system will take care of that execution. So those things will be automated. Those things will be automated. That is the reason we need to execute the jobs. Right? So while creating the jobs, you should remember, you should aware of the job steps, how many types of job steps, startup conditions, types of job status. These are the very important here. These questions may ask you, can you tell me the job steps? How many types of job steps? Can you tell me the job startup conditions during the interview point of time? Can you tell me the job status? Scheduled, released, ready, active, finish, cancelled. So when job will go to cancel, so due to some issues, job will go to. Once job is finished means successfully completed. Running means it's still active. This is running. When job is running, one work process will be allocated. As I told you, right? One job, it's required the one work process. At a time, hundreds of jobs running means work process should be available. Hundreds of work process should be free in the BTC. So normally the jobs run during the night time only. Why? Because during the morning hours, during the business hours, our business users will log in, right? They will do the transaction. That time, dialog work process will take care of that one. Updates, updating, then BTC. So during the night time more jobs will run. Why? Because night time there are there are no users. So BTC work process will run more. BTC work process can run only night time, right? Sometimes the jobs will execute. So over the night we will get the salaries, right? Salaries, monthly payrolls. So monthly some payments, pay slips, documents, all will get from the system. How we someone is sending to us? No. So they will create the one job, they will schedule it so that based upon the timelines, we may get the salaries, payrolls, and everything we may get. Automatic messages from the systems, mobiles, we are getting the right. How we are getting depends upon the system generation. Those are the generating the system. So first time we need to set, then next time automatically we will get the all these things we may get, right? These are the things. So we should aware of during the background job creation. Any questions from anyone here? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the job is very important here. Job. So the job, sometimes it's required to run the job. Why? Because every time, suppose tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we should run the one job, 9 p.m. IST or 23, like 11:30 p.m., 11:30 p.m. IST, you have to run the one job. The time you have to run the job. There is no background, there is no automatic procedure. What you have to do? You have to go during that time, you have to log in, you have to run it. One day, that is fine. Every day, if you have to run, but if power is gone that time, so what will happen? You should not run. Then there is the escalation. Why? Because you have on time, you have not created the job. That is the reason on time you have not executed the program. That caused this some impact. Why? Because example, some banking payments. So every day at 4 o'clock or weekends, every Friday or every day before the 4, all the payments should happen. After the 4, after the closing of the banking hours, then there should be some penalty we have to pay, right? That is the thing. Your execution, your program, you have, there is no background job creation, there is no automatic procedure. You have to run the, in your company you have to run the, you have in your company you have to run the some manual procedure, you have to run it, that will generate, that will go banking, that will schedule the payments and everything. But First day you executed fine, second day when you are executing, but there is no power in home, you got delayed, 1 hour delayed or half an hour delayed, which right? So you have to execute everything, you have to execute it manually. One day if you miss, so company has to pay some amount to the penalty to avoid this manual mistakes, manual human errors. So in every application there is a example. We will talk about the SAP application. SAP application, we have the so job creation work one facility is there, which means automatically system will generate as per the timelines. Automatically system will generate the so this payrolls, payments, everything will go to the banking side, it will settle it. Depends upon the program which you selected, that will do that one. So you no need to manually execute it as per the timelines. So those things can be automated. Nowadays automation is very it is populating, which means whatever, if you are doing the daily checks, that is also getting automated. If you are doing something, that is also getting automated. The set of actions will be automating. Every day you are doing something, that things also getting automated. So the job, that is called the job. In SAP level, we will call it as that automation processor, we will call it as the job. So which means you manually go to, you no need to manually go and execute the set of actions here. So system will take care of that one. For that one, you need to create the one job that you have to schedule it from the SM36, you have to schedule it. But if you want to monitor, that is SM37, you have to use it to monitor. Sometimes what happens, due to some issues, job will continuously run. One job will occupy the one work process, 10 jobs will occupy the 10 work process. Those jobs will continue to run, remaining jobs it won't run. Why? Because there are no free BTC work process to run it remaining jobs. So we need to check why these jobs are running from the long time. So that is the one of the question. So why the background jobs are running from the long time? When you see here, so there are no free background jobs. Yeah, 6 is there, 6 jobs are running, means the free are 0, which means the 7th one is running, it should not run. Why? Because there is no so free BTC process. 7th one is related to the one of the payment. That payment is getting delayed because of the previous background jobs are not completed or not finished, which means you will get the some penalty from that bank. So immediately you need to investigate it. Why the previous jobs are running from the long time? For that one, you need to investigate it. Why the jobs are running from the long time? So which means, are there any database level issues? Are there any payment? Are there any issues with the program? The jobs got connection broken to SAP and DB. So those things we need to investigate it. If you go to the SM37, you can see what exactly happened with this job. Why this job got failed? Why this job is running from the long time? Just if you go to the here, if you go to just select the job, and if you go to the school blog, you will get the something, you will get the all the information from here, the job log and everything. If you could not able to find out the more information, go to the job details here. So the job is running on the which work process. If you go to the job, which work process, there is a work process number 15. Work process number 15, this is allocated. Then go to the SM50, check what is the status of the work process number 15. So that is the BTC. Then check. Suppose you want to check the log, go to the administration, there is a trace, display the file. Suppose you can just open it, then check the current log information. You can check it out from here. The job log, you can check it out from here. What exactly happening here? What are the errors we have here? All the information we can check from in SM37, in SM50. The work process trace, we can check it out. So something if you could not able to find out in SM37, check that the job associated work process, that work process logs, we can check it out. Why it's running from long time? Those things we can find out from here, right? So this is the things we have to do the automation, automatic procedure. Okay. So is it clear? Any questions from anyone? Any concerns? Is it clear? So I want there is assignment for today for you guys. Go to the SM36. I want you to create the one job with the name of yours. So go to the jobs tab. You can use any program. You can use any program. You have the number of programs are there. You can use it, but the job should run on your name. So you want to create. So I am completing my assignment now. Okay, done. With my name, I have created the one job. So then, so I will go and check it out. Then my job will be finished. See, my job is finished status now. So you can check the logs and send the screenshots. Okay, this is your assignment for today. Creation of the job, and I want to logs while creating the job. Which work process is allocated for this job? This work process related job. This should be required. If we go this one, we double click it, we will get the job details and job log. Those two screenshots I should required. So work process number 16. Then go to the work process number 16. Then send that screenshot, log screenshot. This is optional, but if you check now, tomorrow when the jobs are failing, you are in the good situation to investigate further, to take the trace and everything. You are in the good situation. So that's the very important. Okay, depends upon the time when the job got failed. So go to that work process. You can check the logs why it has happened. So you will get the more logs actually. If you check the work process, you will get the first thing is go to the SM37, check the job logs. But here you are not getting enough logs to investigate. Then go to the which work process is associated for this one. Why? Because here the background work process the your vehicle. So the vehicle will run. The vehicle the work process is the vehicle. It will go and finish your journey, right? So if you check that work vehicle, that work process, you will get the more logs here. So you need to check the background work process and logs to investigate further why the jobs are delaying, why the jobs are failing, are there any connection disconnected from the database. So all this information you will get from the SM36, 37 and SM50. Okay, got it? That is the assignment. You have to do it one. Anything from anyone regarding the background jobs? It's very important. These three are the very important. Monday I will ask questions on the dialogue, update, NQ, background. This flow you should prepare it and run it. If I ask one person to in front of share the screen and schedule the job, means you guys to log in and share the screen, you have to schedule the one job. If I ask one person to tell me the job startup conditions, means you have to tell the job startup conditions. If I tell like I want to run every 10 minutes, I want to run my job, means you have to. We will get the job detail. Anyhow, we will get the program details, the job name, variant, everything we will get from the job owner who wants to execute us. But the thing is here, so we should know which are the buttons we need to click, tabs we need to click, and all these things. Okay, are you okay with that one assessment?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you should finish it. So if any doubts, I think Paramila is practicing well. So you can also check with her. So, or you can also ping me. I will also clarify more. Or here we have the Koteshwar. Koteshwar also will help you. He is in the group. So he can also help you for creation of the jobs and everything. Okay. So that's it. If you are okay, that's it for today. Only background jobs. So tomorrow we'll go, Monday onwards we'll go a little bit more topics. Okay. So just to understand the background jobs, it's a very important concept, the background jobs concept. Whatever we discussed till now, all are not important. Only the background jobs are very important. So you need to concentrate on only on the background jobs. Okay.